Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to All City Field in Denver, Colorado. We've got an exciting matchup for you today as the Golden Eagles face the Mountain Range Mustangs. And we are in the final three of this amazing state tournament. Mountain Vista lost their first game, taking the very long path to get here. But Bryce, we've seen them battle back, win every game, and they're looking to get to the championship.
Well, let me tell you this. In 2004, during the American League Championship Series, the New York Yankees had a 3-0 lead over the Boston Red Sox. Absolutely crushed them in the first three games. Boston had no reason to be there and no reason to win. But in Games 4 and 5, they came back, won the close ones late, absolute pitching domination in Game 6, and were able to pull through Game 7 and win the World Series. That's what this postseason has been. And against Arapahoe, they got absolutely crushed, fell off a cloud, and nobody really thought they had any chance to win. They came back on Tuesday, Games 4 and 5 against Rocky Mountain and Pine Creek. Absolute great performance late, getting those big wins. And then yesterday in that Game 6-like game against Heritage, Sam Ireland, absolute domination on the mound pitching. Complete game shutout and a 5-0 victory, and that is why we are here today.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about that Arapahoe game, they came in undefeated. They came in the team to beat, and Arapahoe stuck it to them, beating them 8-1. I think it shocked a lot of Mountain Vista fans, and especially this Mountain Vista team that all they had done this season was win. But it was a reality check, and they took it very well. They handled that adversity well. They came back and etched out 2 close games, and they played their hearts out against Heritage yesterday, beating them 5-0. And I think they're going to try and keep that momentum going today against Mountain Range. And Mountain Range, on the other hand, they've got a different story. They're not a big offensive team. They don't like scoring 10, 12 runs a game. They like keeping defensive games and keeping these games short, just edging out a 1-0 victory yesterday.
Yeah, that has been the theme for Mountain Range this tournament, is the low-scoring defensive games, including yesterday where they defeated Arapahoe 1-0. Now, unfortunately, they're playing a team in Mountain Vista that really likes to hit the ball and looks to put runs up early, and I think that's going to be the key for Mountain Vista. They've had trouble in this tournament scoring the early runs. I think they need to get that done early today against Mountain Range in order to pull this through and play the championship game later today.
Yeah, I think so. And the pitcher today for Mountain Range is number 4, Polson. He is also going to lead off for them, so that's going to be an interesting combo. The pitcher is also the leadoff hitter. He's batting over 300 for the Mustangs. And what do you expect? What do you need to see out of him if Mountain Range wants to keep this game close and ultimately beat Vista?
Well, he's going to go up against a team that has a lot of powerful bats, and they're going to want to play the defensive, low-scoring game. So he's going to really be able to needs to pitch around this team early. Yesterday, we saw Mountain Vista's power really came later in the lineup. All of the first 3 hitters, Paschke, Stahl, and Sam Ireland, all struggled up at the plate. So really, he's going to be able to he needs to keep shutting down those 3 hitters as well as get through the rest of the lineup in order to pull out a victory today.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Mountain Vista's going to, if they want to come out of this game on top, they need to get those bats going early. We have seen them come back late in this postseason, but you never want to do that. You want to get out and strike early and strike fast, and I think that's the key to Mountain Vista if they want to come out and win this game. Defensively, Mountain Vista is going to pitch the sophomore Ben Cole, who had that sensational debut in the playoffs against a Pine Creek team, and he pitched an amazing game.
Yeah, there's no better story in this state tournament than watching Ben Cole. Played the entire season on junior varsity, was called up for this state tournament, had a tremendous game against Pine Creek on Tuesday, and Coach Q is going to come right back to him here, try to save that great arm of Jack Lifford if they win today and play later against Heritage. And I think he knows that these next couple of games not only are big for the team, but are going to be big for him in determining whether or not he will make the varsity team next season. So, of course, a lot of pressure for him on the mound. Not just to try to win this elimination game, but to also, possibly secure a spot for next year.
Right, and I think he's up for the challenge. I mean, he's seen elimination games before when he came in on Tuesday, and he might not be the fastest thrower out there, but he hits his spots, and that's what was key on Tuesday. Was he was painting those corners, and his breaking ball was working for him that day. So hope to see the same. First batter for the Golden Eagles is senior Zach Paschke, and we're gonna get this game on its way. And the first pitch from Polson. Outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball down the middle. Paschke drives it into left center. That ball's going back off the wall. Paschke's digging for 2. And he's going to be into second with a stand-up double. That was an amazing hit.
That is exactly what the Golden Eagles needed. He definitely had some personal frustration not being able to get a hit yesterday. He knows that he needs that early momentum, get to this pitching team that wants to play the low-scoring game, get these early runs. That is a great early start for the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles.
Yeah, that was a big mistake from the pitcher Mike Paulson there as he left that ball belt high right over the middle of the plate for Paschke just to smoke to the deepest part of the field. 380 dead center, and that thing skipped the wall. So early trouble for the Mountain Range Mustangs as Vista's looking to strike early. Big swing from Stahl on the 0-0 count, and that's going to be a strike. Zach Paschke is a base stealer out there, so we might see a little bit of early action from him as the shortstop and second baseman are trying to keep him close. 1-1, another breaking ball. Another swing and a miss from Stahl, so he's found himself in an 0-2 count. The pickoff move, not going to be in time and mishandled there. So Paschke's going to be safe back there on second.
Early on, this Mountain Range defense looking a little bit shaky and nervous. We saw the center fielder not being able to make the play, and then there on the pickoff, not able to field it cleanly. That might be an interesting theme throughout the game.
Yeah, they come out maybe a little flat, and they need to get the intent. Big swing and a miss from Stahl there, as that's going to be a strikeout for him.
And you got to wonder what's going through his head. He came into this tournament red hot, and he has been absolutely ice cold throughout this state tournament. And of course, personal frustration for him. Hopefully, he can get something going today.
Yeah, he came into this tournament batting a whopping 500. I mean, that's just unheard of in any level of baseball. And you're right, the pitchers in this state tournament have kept him cold. And Sam Island now going to try and do some damage as he ropes that one foul down the left field line.
Sam Ireland, of course, he was a little cold yesterday on the hitting side of things, but he was still my player of the game because of the fact that he was able to throw 7 shutout innings. He had a tremendous job, and he's the real reason why we're sitting here today.
Yeah, and I think that was what needed to happen, especially after the Arapahoe game where he gave up 4 of those runs early. And there's a rip down the left field line. That's going to be past the left fielder. It's going to two-hop the wall. Here comes Paschke scoring, and Sam Ireland's going to have an RBI stand-up double. And Mountain Vista is going to lead this game.
That is exactly what they needed. They have not been able to put up the runs early throughout this tournament. And after yesterday, you know, Paschke and now Ireland, 2 extra base hits. Man, this team, this is going to be a fun game. Can already tell.
Yeah, great start from the Golden Eagles. That's exactly what they wanted. Of course, they wanted Stahl to get maybe one of those doubles too, but you can't argue with a quick one run in the first inning for sure. So Mountain Vista with only 1 out, they're going to try and get Ireland in with McGill right here. Breaking ball is going to be up for ball 1.
And nobody likes this 1-0 early lead more than Ben Cole being able to pitch with the lead, and of course a very big pressure situation.
Agreed. That takes a lot of the edge off for him. He knows he can, of course he doesn't want to, but he can allow a little bit of mistakes here and there now with this early lead. And McGill's going to rip one down the line. It's just going to be foul. We've seen Paulson leave a couple pitches up now. Mountain Vista's batters have been able to handle him pretty well so far, except for, of course, Drew Stahl, who on 3 breaking balls struck out.
Yeah, and I think he's in a bit of a personal slump, but Mountain Vista, of course, they know they have to get the runs early today in both games if they want to win this state title, and, you know, they came out red hot.
And that ball's going to sneak in there right around the knees for strike 2. Well, the 1-2 count coming to McGill. And, no, all he's got to do is put the ball in play on the right side so that Ireland can advance to third here. The 1-2 to McGill. Big swing to center field. That ball is going to stay in the park and the tag from Ireland. He's going to move to third, and he will stand up. Good job by McGill there to move the runner.
Yeah, that's a great play, and now with 2 outs, Aragon, he's going to need the power here to drive in that extra run. You do not want to leave a runner on third. But great play by Ireland. And now here comes the guys that really came through big on the power side yesterday. In Aragon, you've got Zachem coming up, Clay Burke. Those guys are the real reason on the offensive side why we won the game yesterday.
In that Arapahoe game, that 8-1 loss, Aragon was the only one to score the run. He had a big bomb to left field over the left field wall. And went way deep. Probably would have cleared the 380 fence if it was to dead center. He just crushed that one, but could not spark a Mountain Vista offense to get going. And he's going to do the same here, as that one's going to bloop into left and score Sam Ireland. Mountain Vista's going to take an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Aragon has came in with the RBIs throughout this tournament, had 2 home runs in the 3 games on Monday and Tuesday, and he definitely came in with some RBI. And now we've got John Zackham, who had that huge solo monster shot yesterday to put him up 1-0. Let's see if he can hit a big 2-run shot here to put him up 4-0 early in the first. Wouldn't that be huge? That
would be very huge if Mountain Vista could go up even more than 2-0. I'm watching Ben Cole on this edge of the Mountain Vista dugout on the third base side, and he's greeting every man coming in who just scored and caused those 2 runs to come in. So he's loving this early start for the Vista offense. And there's a strike from Mike Paulson right on that inside corner. Not what Zackham was looking for, but he's going to look to crush one here.
Definitely, and you talked about Ben Cole. When you're able to start in the first inning, you throw your first pitch, and you still have a ton of insurance early on, that's going to be big for him. And that's something that Sam Ireland didn't have yesterday, but he was still able to pitch big. You're not going to be able to expect that kind of performance from Ben Cole possibly, so these early runs are going to help him tremendously.
For sure, and there was a great breaking ball pitch from Mike Paulson there as he gets Zackham to buckle, and Zackham's down in the 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch coming to Zackham right here as Paulson's going to step off and give Aragon a little look. We might see Aragon take off here. I wouldn't count on it with an 0-2 count, but maybe as it gets closer to 2-2, 3-2 for sure. So we'll see what the 0-2 pitch comes in. The pickoff move from Paulson not going to be in time.
Mountain Vista great base running yesterday with 3 stolen bases against Heritage. Expect some of the same today.
Well, that one's off Zackham's helmet, as that ball was way high and inside, not quite where the catcher Simmons wanted, but nonetheless, Mountain Vista finds himself with another base runner, and it'll be Clay Burke, the designated hitter, coming up to the plate.
Clay Burke hit a monster shot yesterday that was about 5 feet short of a home run, had a big 2-run double, and of course, he's probably hungry to get that ball over the wall. He's had a definitely struggle of a year, played with transfer from Mullen, didn't have the start that he wanted definitely, but he's coming to this tournament, he's played a lot better, he had a great game yesterday, and we'll see what happens.
The breaking ball is in there for strike 1 from Paulson. As Clay Burke obviously not going to want to hit that one on a 0-0 count. He's probably going to look for a fastball to crush here.
Yeah, Paulson, he's really been able to hit his pitches so far. The problem is that Mountain Vista has taken every one out of the park, other than that, Zackham hit by pitch in the head, which, by the way, it looks like he's fine, no possible concussion, but, Mountain Vista have been able to rip everything he has thrown.
Yeah, it looks like Zackham just let that one graze off his helmet, no biggie there, and Clay Burke with a big swing, and that one just fouled off of him inside the box. So foul ball and big swing and a miss, and that's going to get Paulson out of the inning with leaving runners on first and second. Great start from the Golden Eagles, though, getting 2 in.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way you want to start. They have gone in games where it goes into the 4th inning before they even score their first run. So getting these 2 first-inning runs, definitely a positive for Coach Q. And now we're going to see Ben Cole, the Cinderella story that we've all been watching throughout this tournament, pitch Tuesday against Pine Creek in a great game, and expect the same possibly from him today, especially now that he has the momentum on his side before he even steps on the mound.
Right, I would expect Cole to come out even more aggressive than he did in that Pine Creek game. Now he's got a 2-0 lead behind him, and that's what you hope to see. You hope to see Ben Cole just come out and start making them put the ball in play, painting up corners, and be aggressive with these hitters.
And he's going to have to start out good, too. All of the first 3 hitters for Mountain Range plus 300 hitters. Once he can get through that, he can sort of settle his nerves as the numbers go down throughout the lineup. But these first few hitters in this first inning, that's going to be where we're going to have to pay attention to see how he's performing today.
Yeah, these top 3 hitters for Mountain Range or Mountain View, sorry, are very good. They are all averaging above 300. However, once you get to that 4-hole, he's batting, what, 196? 198?
Which is definitely an interesting choice from the Mountain Range side for a cleanup hitter hitting sub-200. Although the good news for Ben Cole is don't expect a lot of power. This is a contact team, just 3 total home runs, I believe, all season long.
Yeah, they've had 3 in this playoffs, which doubled their season average of 3. So they have 6 total this season. But yeah, Mountain Range is not the power hitting type. So if Ben Cole needs to attack these guys for sure and just go right after him.
We'll see what he does here.
First pitch, inside corner, strike 1. Good pitch from Ben Cole, right at the knees.
And Polson, of course, who had a shaky first inning on the mound, he'll probably want to rebound here at the plate.
Big swing. That one's going to be too high, though, as it looks like Zach Hoff, the center fielder, is going to settle under that one and make the easy play. And Paulson just missed that one on the barrel.
And that's big, getting through that leadoff hitter. He's hitting .365 this year, better than anybody else on the Mountain Range team. Now you can kind of settle your nerves, get through these next couple of batters.
Dominenko, the hitter for the Mustangs. Big hit to left center field. Hoff's going to come over, make the dive, and he got it!
What a play.
Great catch from Zach Hoff, the center fielder out there for Mountain Vista, as he robs Dominenko of a possible triple.
Well, now you get that skill going out there in center field on an easy play on the first out, but right there having to make the Charlie Blackmon-like play, diving catch out there. And as a pitcher, you can't like that any better than watching your defense make the plays for you.
Exactly, and hopefully that just keeps Ben Cole pushing at these early hitters for Mountain Range Mountain Range. And let's hope to see Ben Cole keep attacking these hitters. That one's fouled off to the right side as Ben Cole finds himself with an 0-2 count. Good job by him to make the batter swing. Justin Hoffman is the batter for Mountain Range as he is batting in the third hole. He's hoping to get his team going with a base hit, as that one's driven into right field, but caught.
That was a line drive. Great inning by Ben Cole, and even better inning by this Mountain Vista outfield, as now 1 inning complete. You got a 2-0 lead. Now we'll see if they start taking control of these next few innings and end this game a little before the 7th.
Yeah, all around great start for the Golden Eagles, defensively and offensively. I mean, they're after 1, they're up 2-0, and their offense is clicking, their defense is making plays. Zach Hoff with the amazing diving catch to keep it going, and as a pitcher of as Ben Cole, the pitcher of this team, you got to just be happy with how your team's performing right now.
And now we'll see if that offense keeps it going. Great first inning, and now you got to get a little more than 2-0, because 2 runs in the first inning, it's great and all, but of course there's 6 innings left to play. More runs isn't going to hurt.
Exactly. I think Mountain Vista just wants to keep the foot on the pedal, as they made it through 7 batters that last inning, and Cooper Jamison, the 8 hole, is going to lead it off for the Golden Eagles. And looking at this Golden Eagles lineup, there really isn't a slow spot on this team. I mean, yeah, it might be the 8 and 9 hole, but I'd consider Cooper Jamison and Zach Hoff to be almost leadoff hitters for these Golden Eagles.
Yeah, like I said, Coach Q has power all the way around this lineup, and of course, you kind of have to be really good offensively to only lose 1 game the entire season. You look at the stats, Cooper Jamison, if you're in the 8 hole and you're still hitting .276, I'd say that's a great season. And of course, anywhere else, if any of these guys, if they were on a different team, would probably be one of the best hitters. Jamison probably would be a cleanup man on this Mountain Range team, as would Zach Hoff. There's just power all the way around, and Coach Q can do whatever the heck he wants with the lineup card day in, day out without breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I think Coach Q's just put together an amazing lineup, and with that only being 1 loss, it's easy to see how this team is the team to beat in this tournament. And Paulson's going to start off this inning. The 0-0 pitch. There's a breaking ball on that outside corner. That's a strike. We'll see. Paulson seems to like his breaking ball. We'll see if he keeps to it, because Mountain Vista can't seem to hit it right now. They've only hit fastballs.
That's true, but every time he's thrown the fastball, they have taken it out. So unless he throws a breaking ball every single pitch, I'm not sure how successful he's going to be.
Yeah, and there was another breaking ball. That one started right at the middle of the plate and dove down towards the feet and into the dirt. Another good pitch, and Jamison with a big swing and a miss. Jamison in the 0-2 hole. Paulson's going to try and strike him out here. The pitch. Oh, just outside. Looked good. Maybe a little out, a little low too. So 1-2. Jamison with a big swing and a miss on that outside. That was a good breaking ball, and he had no business hitting that one.
One common theme I've seen from both pitchers, both Cole and Polson, is that they don't have a lot of heat. It's going to be a lot of slow pitches, but they've been able to find their spots, and that's what I think is going to be the key for either side, is if they can keep finding their spots, maybe they can pull out a victory today.
Yeah, it would appear neither of these pitchers have the velocity to blow fastballs by the other team, so this game is going to be all about the off speeds and the location of those fastballs, and that one's going to be down and out as Zach Hoff squared around to maybe get a drag bunt and find himself on. That's how he finds a lot of his base hits. The 1-0. Drag bunt from Hoff towards the third baseman, and Hoff's going to dig it. He's got him.
Just barely beat him out, and we saw yesterday a couple of bunt attempts that actually were successful in getting on base. That one a little close, but they will call him out. Must have beat him by a half step.
And that was a great play by the third baseman, Cortura, as he charged in on the square around drag bunt from Zach Hoff, and Zach Hoff with the speed just unable to get him out there. And Zach Paschke now is going to come back up. He started this game off with that huge double over the center fielder's head.
Definitely a big play. That's what started this game, and you got a couple guys where you might start thinking, possible cycles, question mark, but it's definitely a great job to have a leadoff double, and let's see if you can just get on base a few more times and bring in a few more runs.
And there's a good breaking ball pitch from Paulson, and we saw as Paschke stepped in, Ortega, the center fielder for Mountain Range, took a couple steps back. He's respecting the power of Zach Paschke now, and he knows what to expect from him.
Yeah, I think you got to respect the power all the way through this lineup, but now he knows after ball just beat the center fielder for the leadoff double. Yeah, you got to play a little more back.
And Zach Paschke now finding himself in the 1-2 count as he fouls that one off down the left field or down the third base line. Ortega trying to get out of this inning with a big goose egg, a 1-2-3, and Paschke's going to foul that one straight back. For Paulson, this is the inning he needed. He needed to come out, and he needed to kind of shut him down. And right now he's doing a great job of keeping these Mountain Vista hitters contained.
Yeah, a little bit of shot for Mountain Range defensively after yesterday shutting out Arapahoe 1-0. Come out, give up 2 early first inning runs. Sometimes you just need to go back in the dugout, shake it off, although he didn't. He had the bat lead off, but after that, come back out, put on the glove, and throw. So far, a good inning, but now, as you can see, Paschke trying to work back into the count. Let's see if Mountain Vista can halt that before this inning ends.
The 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball behind first and second base. That thing might fall as... Nope, the right fielder, number 12, Justin Hoffman, is going to settle under that one. And, great inning for Mountain Range there as they were able to go 1-2-3 on the Golden Eagles. Yeah,
that's a great rebound on the mound for Polson, and Mountain Vista, they still have a 2-0 lead. They had a 3-up, 3-down to their own last inning, and now Ben Cole comes back out on the mound, and he's got a little bit, he got through those first 3 hitters, and now he can sort of settle those nerves. As those first 3 hitters, of course, the 3 best hitters on this Mountain Range team, as now the contact numbers, batting average starts to go down a little bit as we go through this lineup, and we'll see how he responds. He, of course, great game on Tuesday against Pine Creek. Looks like he's starting to have a similar start here against Mountain Range on this beautiful Sunday morning.
And the 3 batters coming up for Mountain Range will be number 7, Ryan Trinkus, number 9, Austin Mee, and the third baseman, Brandon Couture, who had that great play on Zach Hoff. So Ben Cole's going to try and do what he did last inning, go 1-2-3 on these Mustang batters. But Ryan Trinkus going to try and get things going for his team here.
What I'm confused about is why Ryan Trinkus is batting in the cleanup spot, because he's batting 198 on the season, and very rarely, if ever, you see a guy hitting under 200 batting in the 4 spot, but must be some sort of strategy going there by the Mountain Range manager.
He fouls that one right behind us, and you got to wonder, maybe he just had an off year, and he's got the power for a cleanup spot, and he's got the contact, and he's just had a rough year, or what's going on there. But
when I'm looking more in depth at his stats, it looks like the few times he does get on, he gets on. He's got 6 doubles on the year, but right there, a big ground out for Mountain Vista.
Yeah, great play there by shortstop Zach Paschke as he charged that one in and made the 6-3 play. Great pitch, too, by Ben Cole, the breaking ball down low, causing Trinkus to just dribble it right past him to the shortstop. Paschke's got the great arm over there. So.
And now here comes Austin Mee, who's hitting .216 on the year, but he has half of Mountain Range's home runs. He's got 3 home runs, 3 doubles, 2 triples. He's got the slugging percentage for this Mountain Range team. This is going to be the player to watch out for on the offensive side, and you gotta really get those pitches correct. One bad pitch, and he can make you pay.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a story for both these pitchers, both for Ben Cole and for Paulson as well. I think they're definitely going to have to hit their spots, or else both these teams may be able to hit these guys hard. The 2-1 coming to me. And that's going to be ripped into left center field. Aragon going back. Aragon looking at the wall. It's off the wall. Mee's digging for 2. The throw to second base, not in time. Mee with a stand-up or with a sliding double over Aragon's head in left field.
Yeah, but again, he's got 3 doubles on the year. He's got the extra base numbers for Mountain Range and Ben Cole. If you're sitting there, your second ever varsity start, you just got to take a deep breath, shake that off, and get these next couple of hitters like you did the first 4. Like Sam Ireland yesterday stranded 5 runners in scoring position for Heritage. That's got to be the theme today against the Mustangs.
I agree, and Ben Cole, he does have that 2-0 lead. He should not be worried. He should still be attacking these guys because this is the part of the lineup that can't really hit him too hard. I mean, we did just see one of the better hitters for the Mustangs. So this is Brandon Couture, the third baseman, as he's going to look to try and bring the first run in for his Mustang team. The 0-1 is going to be low, it looks like, but not a bad pitch from Ben Cole at all. So. And that's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Great pitch from Ben Cole there. The 1-2 to Couture. Swing and a little dribbler. Ben Cole's going to try and make a play at first. Not in time, and Mountain Range is going to have a first and third with 1 out.
And now here's some early trouble for Ben Cole, as it looks like that little young inexperience is going to cause him a little bit of problems, and it looks like Coach Q is going to come out and have a discussion.
Yeah, he's going to have a discussion if the ball hit Couture in the batter's box there, I think, is what Q wants them to talk about. It didn't look like it did. It looked like he just kind of got jammed and he rolled over a little bit, but they are going to leave that in play. Maybe Q had a different angle than we did. And nonetheless, it's going to be first and third with 1 out for the Mustangs, and Ben Cole's got himself in a little situation here.
Yeah, and this is the type of game situation that's going to really be the determining factor for Coach Q next year on whether or not he's a JV or varsity player in his junior year, is whether or not he can escape this inning or whether or not Mountain Vista goes into the third with a deficit.
Big swing from the catcher, Jacob Simmons, as there definitely still is the double play option here for the Golden Eagles, and that's probably what Ben Cole's going to look for here, as the catcher does not have much speed at the plate, so Ben Cole's going to try and get a ground ball up the middle for a double play.
And that's exactly what he's going to get here for Stahl.
Stahl to Paschke. Paschke across to first. Double play out of the inning. Great job by Ben Cole.
That middle infield with Paschke at short and Stahl at second is definitely one of the better middle infields in all of the state. And another big double play throughout this tournament. We saw a couple of those yesterday against Heritage, and we got one early. Great job for Ben Cole to escape that first and third jam, and now they still have a shutout lead entering the third inning. And we'll see how Drew Stahl, who made that play to start the double play, he's going to start out the offense here in the third inning. Let's see if he can escape that slump. He's got the momentum now.
Yeah, and a great play by Drew Stahl there at second base. He charged that one in. He could have tagged Couture, the runner there, but he decided to flip to Paschke with the strong arm and and get Simmons by a mile.
Oh, yeah. Just great defense overall. And, of course, Coach Q, definitely an emphasis on defense every day in practice. Tons of fielding drills because you can out-hit the guy all day long, but if you are able to play that good defense and limit those errors, that's going to win you a lot more baseball games. Offense wins games, but defense wins championships, and it is Championship Sunday.
It is, and both these teams wanting to get to the next game against Heritage, who found their way going all the way up to the last round, winning every game and find themselves in the championship. So both these teams, well deserving, of course, and it's going to be a great battle to the end of this game, and Heritage is awaiting the winner for the championship.
Yeah, Heritage, of course. Mountain Vista did have that 5-0 win, but that wasn't really the real Heritage team. They were throwing Johnny Holstaff on the mound, and they didn't have that sort of pressure where it was a must-win as Mountain Vista did, and they knew they were going to play today. And of course, we can expect their fan base. Their side of the stadium was packed yesterday. You can expect that for the 12:30 game, and we're excited. It's going to be a fun day, Brian.
Oh yes, it is, and I'm looking at both sides right now. Both teams have pretty good turnouts. Mountain Vista with looks like a little more fans, but not a bad turnout from either team as they're trying to cheer their team on to get to this next championship game. And the batter for the Golden Eagles is going to be Drew Stahl, and Drew Stahl had an uncharacteristic first at bat. 3 breaking balls, 3 swings and misses. Not what he wanted, so he's going to try and respond here against Paulson.
Yeah, and maybe that double play gives him a little bit of momentum at the plate, and maybe he can finally break out of the slump as he's going to bunt it up on top of the roof of the press box here.
Yeah, that bunt just was not squared about where he wanted as it was fouled up and over the backstop, but not a bad idea as he was looking at Couture, and he was a little back, but Couture moved up a little bit to erase the bunt threat, and Stahl's going to hold off from the swing there, and that one's going to be a ball.
Stahl, of course, a junior committed to Washington State for college D1 baseball. Few D1 baseball players already committed on this Mountain Vista team.
Yeah, the other one being the guy on deck right now, Sam Ireland, committed to Minnesota to play his collegiate baseball. And, Drew Stahl's got an interesting story. He originally committed to Regis University right here in Denver, Colorado, and then withdrew his verbal commitment and decided to sign with Washington State. So Mountain Vista does have a history of tending players to Washington State, as the pitcher Nick Johnson went up there a couple years ago. Nick Leonard, I believe was his name. He went up there. So Drew Stahl with the 3-1 count, looking to get on base here. And that ball's going to be up and out, and it's going to be a walk for Drew Stahl.
Great job there for Stahl after the 3 swing and misses at the breaking balls in his first at-bat. Responds with the early bump, but then watches 4 straight pitches, and now we're going to see if Sam Ireland, who had the RBI double earlier in this game, can get some more damage on the board.
Yeah, Sam Ireland with the huge rip to left field as it 2-hopped the wall, and now he's got another runner on base, and the pickoff move is going to be mishandled over there by the first baseman Trinkus, and Stahl's going to be standing on first base. So
that's twice now that we've seen Mountain Range mishandle a pickoff attempt. It's going to be interesting to see if that comes back to bite them on a simple ground ball play that might get them in a lot bigger hole than they're already in right now.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're looking at this Mountain Range team and Stahl's going to take off, the hit and run is on, and Stahl's going to have to come back as that ball is skied up in the air as Ortega is running. Oh, collision in right field. And Stahl is going to go to second. He's going to dive in there and be safe. But that was a big collision, and center fielder Justin Hoffman is down.
And it does not look pretty. He is not getting up.
And that collision was between, not center fielder, right fielder Justin Hoffman and Tristan Wolf, the second baseman. Big collision, miscommunication there. And
it looks like Wolf is the player on the ground who has yet to bat. And it does not look like he's going to be having a at-bat in this one.
Yeah, both players there were looking up at the ball and just smacked right into each other, hip on hip. Not communicating very well clearly.
And this is the parts of the game where, we don't love it. Doesn't matter what team it's on. You just got to take a deep breath and hope for the best, as it's just a friendly game of baseball.
Yeah, you hate to see an injury like that happen, especially a collision between two teammates. You hate to see collisions in general, but a collision between two teammates is just awful to see, as it looks like Mountain Range is warming up a couple players on this first base side that will most likely go in for for Tristan Wolf, the second baseman.
Yeah, and of course you can talk about the substitution, but it looks like it's a possible head injury. He's been on the ground a long time, and it looks like they're sitting him up, which is always a good sign, but of course I don't think he expected his last day of the 2018 season. Especially, he's just a kid. This is just high school baseball, and it's unfortunate to see this kind of event.
Yeah, and it looks like he is standing up, and he is going to walk off on his own power, which is very good to see. That was a very scary collision out there, and we hate to see that part of the game, but he is going to walk it off, and it looks like Mountain Rage is going to make the sub. And the sub coming in for the second baseman, Tristan Wolf, is going to be number 34, Matt Krusik.
Cusick, just so you guys know, is hitting 273. A little better numbers than Tristan Wolf, but of course a lot less gameplay. And of course, we're going to hope for the best for Tristan Wolf, and hopefully it wasn't too horrific of an injury, but we're going to still play this game of baseball.
It looks like the umpires are giving a talk to this Mountain Range team on the right side, and they will most likely give him a concussion evaluation for that big hit. And
I don't think there's any other option.
I mean, he is still a teenager. He does have that young mind, so they will make the substitution. It will be number 34, Matt Krusik, as he's going to come subbing in for second baseman, number 24, Tristan Wolf.
And we will resume this game. Mountain Vista does have runners at first and second, and now Grant McGill, who's didn't have the best start to this tournament. Let's see if he can get some more runs on the board here in this third inning, and get a little more comfort for Ben Cole when he comes out for his third inning of work.
Yeah, Grant McGill, he's got runners on first and second now with no outs, so he's got plenty of, big breaking ball up high, and he's going to take a big swing and foul that one off. But McGill's going to try and do his job here, move both runners and possibly score Drew Stahl, who does have speed out there on second base.
Yeah, both players definitely a threat on the bases, as is everyone throughout this lineup pretty much for the Golden Eagles.
McGill with the 0-1, the pitch from Paulson. Swing into left field, that one's hooking left, and it is going to be foul.
That was a power shot. Now let's do it again, a little more to the right, and we'll have a 5-0 lead.
So just to recap there, Sam Ireland hit that high fly ball into right field with a big collision between Hoffman and the second baseman.
And I think Wolf did have that one, but the collision, it fell out of his glove, as there's a possibility he did fall potentially unconscious for a few seconds, but of course, we still have a game of baseball to play, as we said earlier, and if we do hear anything about Tristan Wolf, we will let you know. But we're still going to play on Championship Sunday.
Indeed we are, and McGill's going to find himself in the 0-2 count here. 2 foul balls. He's going to try and do some damage here, and the pitch is going to be high fly ball, deep left field. That ball is gone. 3-run home run, Grant McGill.
There was no chance that that one was staying in the park, and Grant McGill just saw his pitch and absolutely hammered it.
Yeah, that fastball was up and over the middle of the plate, and Grant McGill just said, "See you later." I mean, he just crushed that ball deep to left field, over the 360 sign, and that ball is gone. 5-0 Mountain Vista over Mountain Range.
And that is big because Mountain Range, a team that wanted to play the defensive game, we know they wanted to outfield Mountain Vista, not out-hit them. Well, unfortunately, that strategy is not working out for them, as Mountain Vista 5 hits, 5 runs. That's how you win games.
Indeed it is. And here's Alessandro Aragon, the left fielder. he is 1 for 1 on the day with the single into right field in the first inning. He was a big part of that 2 runs in the first, and Mountain Vista now has a very big cushion for pitcher Ben Cole.
Definitely. Grant McGill, his 3rd home run of the 2018 season. Probably the biggest one yet, as in a win or go home situation.
Another foul ball there from Aragon as he fouls that one straight back. But I think if you're Mountain Range, you got to get the sticks going now. You've only scored you scored 1 run in that last game. Managed to put up 4 against Rock Canyon, but other than that, I'm looking at this big bracket, and they haven't put up many runs in many games.
And I think the reason for that is they don't have the capability. I mean, again, 6 home runs the entire season. They've, of course, hit 3 in the state tournament, but you know, you look at the numbers, other than those first 3 hitters, nobody's hitting 300, whereas Mountain Vista, I think, has maybe 1 or 2 people in this lineup that aren't hitting 300, and I think that's what has been the real difference maker in these first 3 innings, and Aragon strikes out there.
Yeah, good pitch from Paulson, right down low at the knees and in the dirt, and gets Aragon swinging on that fastball. So the first baseman, number 24, John Zackham, going to come up into play now. And he's going to try and keep this this inning going for the Golden Eagles, as there's 1 out.
There's only 1 out, and he had a monster home run right about where McGill hit it yesterday. Maybe he can recreate that. There's no better place to do it than right now.
Yeah, check swing there from Zackham as he wanted that breaking ball. It was eye level. Those things look very nice to hit, and it just tailed away from him. So a check swing called for a strike, and he found himself in the 0-1. And that one's going to be fouled off, and now Zackham is in the 0-2 count. See Zackham look to that third base coach for some advice, and he just kind of clapped his hands and turned away like, you do your job, go have some fun out there. And we'll see what Zackham can do here with the 0-2 pitch.
That's exactly what the Golden Eagles are doing right now, is having fun out there. I don't know how you won't be if you're up 5-0 in the top of the 3rd. Exactly.
This is exactly how the team wanted to start off. You can see that the energy in that dugout there. They're excited over there for sure, and Zackham's going to try and keep this thing going for him. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch from Paulson. Another strikeout recorded for him, as that's the 3rd strikeout recorded for Paulson in 3 innings.
Well, that's the way you want to do it, is after you give up a big home run, you come back, strike the next 2 batters out, 2 power hitters out, and you know, we'll see if he can keep that going the rest of the way. But of course, you can do whatever you want in the last few innings, but at this point, it might be a little too late.
As Clay Burke, the designated hitter, steps into the box now and takes ball 1. Interesting stat for you. Mike Paulson's thrown 33 strikes of his 46 pitches thrown. So he's throwing the ball over the plate, and it's sure shown. Mountain Vista is loving that ball over the plate, and they're hitting it hard.
Yeah, you know, he's been loving that breaking ball, and unfortunately, every time he's throwing the breaking ball, it looks like he's hitting it right over the plate. And, of course, not a whole lot of heat. Easy pitches for this powerful Golden Eagle lineup to send it way out.
Paulson with the fastball down the middle. It's going to be fouled out of play. And that was the one Burke wanted, I think. That one was about belt knee high. And Burke just missed that one.
Burke, another one of these Golden Eagle hitters that have already committed to a D1 school. He'll be playing college baseball at the University of Oregon.
As that breaking ball is going to fall in there for another strike. The 2-2 count now for Burke, and Paulson's going to try and end this inning right here. The pitch. Driven up the middle towards center field. And that one's going to drop in front of Ortega, and Clay Burke's found himself a 2-out single.
They may not need it, but let's get a 2-out rally going. Put up a little more than that 3 I see on that top of the 3rd inning.
And Mountain Vista now in their 8th spot, Cooper Jameson coming up. They've almost gone through this order twice, and Mountain Range has only put up 6 batters to the plate.
Yeah, Ben Cole, definitely a great, phenomenal first couple of innings, and of course now he can take a deep breath and realize that, you know, he's got a lot of room to work with. And of course Mountain Vista, they did not use their bullpen at all yesterday, so of course there's a lot less pressure on the kid from JV in these next few innings.
Yeah, especially with this big three spot put up in this inning. A big crooked number for sure, and that one's going to be a ball. So the 1-1 now for Jamison, but Ben Cole's got to be just almost pressure-free now. I mean, he's just got to attack these Mountain Range hitters like he has been. He does have the bullpen behind him if it needs, but you know the way he's been pitching, it looks like he might go another complete game.
Wouldn't that be incredible? 3 different pitchers in the last 3 games, 3 complete games possibly. Of course, you have the possibility of the next pitcher, Jack Liffrig, their ace, who has pitched absolutely phenomenally. If they do hold on to this huge lead, they would throw him against the Eagles, who were completely shut down by Sam Ireland.
Yeah, the Heritage Eagles have seen Sam Ireland twice now this season. They haven't seen Liffrig yet. And Cooper Jamison's going to hit this one deep to left field. Going back at the wall, not going to make the catch. Clay Burke's going to round third. He's coming for home. Cooper Jamison's making strides toward third. He's going to hold up and have an RBI double. Cooper Jamison with the big hit over the left fielder's wall, Austin Mee, and he's got himself a stand-up double.
Absolute power shot, and it looked like left fielder might have bounced off the glove there from this angle, but definitely having a lot of fun on the base paths for Mountain Vista. You wouldn't think this would be the matchup for elimination win and go to the championship game style matchup, and definitely a lot of fun as Clay Burke. I saw him laughing as he rounded third base, trying to get around the umpire just to get to the plate.
Yeah, and Mountain Vista's got all the momentum on their side right now. They've got all the energy. They've got everything going right for them right now, and Paulson's got to find something to get him out of this inning, and they need to get their sticks going when he does. The pickoff move to Jamison. Another mishandled pickoff move. That's the third one. All 3 have been mishandled by this Mountain Range defense. So not quite as clean and crisp as we would have expected from this Mountain Range team.
Definitely not.
And there's the second pitch to Zach Hoff, the batter. He tried to drag bunt that first one, but just hit it a little too hard for the third baseman Corcher to handle and throw him out at first. So Zach Hoff going to try and get something going for himself, and that ball's going to be low. Good eye from Zach Hoff there, ball 2. So Zach Hoff now going to try and keep this inning going as he is the 9th hole. So Mountain Vista's gone through this lineup twice, and they've got 6 runs to show for it, which is very impressive.
Definitely is. He's going to bunt that one foul.
You know, Zach Hoff loves his speed, so not surprised to see some bunting attempts here in this game, but he also does have a stick. He does have 3 recorded triples this year, so he is able to hit the ball pretty far, and he's got the speed to back it up as well. So the 2-2 to Zach Hoff from Paulson. Low and in the dirt. Good job by Simmons to keep it in front of him. Hoff now has a full count, so he's going to try and look to get on base through a walk or a hit right now and bring up their leadoff hitter, Zach Paschke. And ball 4 from Hoff. Great AB from Zach Hoff there.
2 2/3 innings complete, and Mountain Vista's already gone through their lineup twice. Not going to lose a whole lot of ball games if you're able to do that.
And the leadoff hitter, Zach Paschke, coming up now.
And it looks like they are going to either sit down and have a chat with him, or they might make the change. And it looks like just a quick conversation.
Yeah, there is some activity growing down in that Mountain Range bullpen down there, so wouldn't be surprised to see a change fairly soon. But definitely not how Mountain Range wanted this game's going for them. They're down 6 early, and they don't seem to have the sticks to back it up, so they're going to need to pull something out of their hat here.
And it's a little bit of an uncharacteristic start here for Polson entering this game with the 2.70 ERA, 2-0 in 11 appearances, 57 innings. We'll see what happens in their bullpen, but of course, definitely not the start they were expecting. Of course, Mountain Range holding off their ace pitcher, but definitely a rough day on the mound for Polson, as now he's going to have to face this Mountain Vista lineup for a 3rd time.
Yeah, Zach Paschke coming up, and he's got that huge leadoff double in the first inning and then a big fly out to right field. So he's hit the ball pretty well in his first 2 at-bats. We'll see what he can do here with runners on first and third with 2 outs. Zach Hoff runners on first and second with 2 outs. Zach Hoff and Jameson have speed, so we wouldn't be surprised to see a double steal. And Paschke's going to try and square around and bunt that one, but it's going to go foul. Zach Paschke, exactly the man you want for the Golden Eagles right here. 2 outs, runners in scoring position. He definitely has the skills to bring these guys in. The breaking ball is going to be fouled off, and Paschke's now found himself in the 0-2 count. And Paschke's going to crush this one into left center field. Ortega's going back. Ortega at the wall, makes the catch, gets him out of the inning. Great catch there by Ortega on the warning track.
Fans, we remind you, cheer for your team, but don't cheer against the other team. The Colorado High School Athletics Association reminds you to always keep good sportsmanship and help everybody have an equal opportunity to enjoy today's game. As it looks like Ben Cole will come out for another 3rd inning of work, and of course the 4 runs put up by his teammates last inning. Definitely a lot of comfort when you enter your 3rd inning of work with a 6-0 lead, and we'll see if Mountain Range can try to put up their bats, but of course that has not been the theme they've had this season, and we'll see if they even have the capability to do so.
And the batter that's going to come up is going to be the sub that went in for Wolf, the second baseman. It's going to be number 34, Matt Krusik. So talk about coming into the game as a sub and getting called up to the plate right as first batter in this inning.
And of course still unfortunate knowing that Tristan Wolf, of course, not able to make his first at-bat after that horrific collision last inning. But we'll see if Cusick can keep this game going, and maybe that substitution will be a benefit to Mountain Range, as he might be able to put up some hits for the Mustang lineup, but we will see what goes down.
And the first pitch. So ball 1 there. Ben Cole's going to try and come back with a strike, and he does. Good pitch there from Ben Cole. And
that was some filth.
Yeah, great breaking ball. Just no way Krusik could handle that one. The 1-1 to Krusik. Fastball outside corner. Foul tip, called strike. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Ben Cole.
3 straight nasty pitches there to Cusick from Ben Cole, and he is on lockdown mode. I don't know why he wasn't on varsity for the rest of the season, but the last 2 starts he has looked like one of the better pitchers in this Golden Eagle rotation.
And now coming up to plate, the center fielder, DeMarquez Ortega. He made that great catch to on Zach Paschke's crush to center field to end that inning. So he's going to try and get things going for his Mustang offense. He is the 9-hole, so the leadoff hitters, the big meat of this Mustang team, is going to come up behind him. And Ortega's going to sky this one towards Zach Paschke. And Zach Paschke's going to return the favor and catch the fly out.
Looked like an easy pop-up there on the infield, and of course, nothing has gone right for this Mustang offense, as they are through 9 hitters. Nothing going.
Yeah, nothing going at all. And here's the pitcher, Mike Polson, trying to get something going for his team, as he's going to take ball 1 now. He's 0 for 1 with the fly out to the shortstop, Zach Paschke, in the first inning. That's how we started off the game. So
he's going to try and get things going for himself in this inning. And it looks like Polson's just going to spend the rest of the day on the plate. It looks like it gets past Stahl, but as they are still having continued bullpen work for the Mustangs. So Polson, 3 innings of work, 6 earned runs, 7 hits.
Yeah, good single there from Mike Paulson. Puts that one by the diving Drew Stahl. Looks like Stahl, we've seen Stahl make that play before, but just a little bit out of his reach.
Just a tad bit. He has been a great defensive second baseman throughout the season. We saw a nice play from him diving out yesterday against Heritage, but not able to complete that play this time around.
And ball 1 for Domenko. He is the number 2 hole here. He's going to try and do what the leadoff hitter Mike Paulson did and find himself on base as Ben Cole puts a strike by him. Domenko is the shortstop for this team as he's able to hit this one high in the air towards Stahl, and Stahl's going to settle under this one, make the play, and get the Golden Eagles out of the inning.
3 shutout innings of work for Ben Cole. He has looked absolutely lights out in this one, as Mountain Range has been able to do nothing against him there. Of course, contact lineup, other than that me double, there really hasn't been anything going for Mountain Range that makes them look like they have any opportunity to come back from this 6-0 deficit, and it looks like we will have a pitching change for Polson.
It is number 28 coming in.
Yeah, Polson will move to second.
Matt Blocklander is the new pitcher. He's going to be a righty. He's coming in to face this Golden Eagle lineup, and Drew Stahl's going to try and lead it off. He's the number 2 hole, but Blocklander is coming in. It looks like it was just a direct sub coming in for Ben Paulson. No,
Paulson will be playing, it looks like, second base for Cusick.
So sub in for Cusick. So Cusick got his 1 at-bat, but couldn't do much with it, and they definitely want to keep Paulson in that lineup for his bat, as you saw there with the singles. So Paulson's going to slide over to second and let his buddy Blocklander come in and try and shut this Golden Eagles team down.
Brocklander's stats for the year: 2.96 ERA, 1-1 in 11 appearances, 23 2/3 inning of work. So again, definitely a great utility bullpen pitcher for the Mustangs, and they were able to save him yesterday in that shutout job by Mountain Range, and we'll see what he can do. Try to keep this deficit for Mountain Range as minimal as possible. After Polson, of course, not the best day you could expect on the mound.
Yeah, I think Polson wanted a little better of a day for sure. I mean, he wasn't doing too bad until he gave up that big bomb to McGill, making it 5-0, and then Mountain Vista chipped away with another big double from Cooper Jamison to make it 6. So not a great day from Paulson, but nonetheless, he's still on the defensive side. He's still going to try and make plays for his team. And Blocklander, it's his turn to come in and try and shut this Golden Eagles team down. But the way I've seen it, I don't know if he's going to be able to. Drew Stahl going to square and bunt, and he's going to put this one towards Couture, and Couture is going to mishandle it. And Drew Stahl is going to find himself with a bunt single.
Atta kid Drew Stahl walked last inning, and now he finds himself aboard on a error, it looks like, by the third baseman, and now we've got something more going for Mountain Vista. Possibly a few more runs as Mountain Range has more work going in the bullpen. It looks like it is number 3, Rojas.
Ireland's going to foul that one straight back. And Ireland was the one who had that sky fly ball in short right field that caused the collision between Wolf and Hoffman. And but you know, you can't think about that as a hitter. You just got to go up and do your job and put the ball in play. And I know Sam Ireland, and that's what he's going to do here. And there goes Stahl taking off. The throw down to second. In time. Got him. Oh, no, he dropped the ball. Another mishandle. Another mishandle play.
I thought they finally held on. Nope, that is their 4th mishandle defensively on a base running type play. We'll see how they decide to score that one. as it looked like if he had held on, he would have had an easy tag, and it will be Mountain Range's second error of the inning.
Yeah, great throw from Simmons as Domenko just could not hold on as the diving Drew Stahl was able to come in and knock that one away. So stolen base for Drew Stahl, and as you said, it's the second error this inning for the Mustangs. Sam Island now has Drew Stahl in scoring position, so he's going to try and tack on to this 6-0 lead and get another RBI.
I don't know what Mountain Range's strategy looked like, try to play the defensive game, but they have done none of that as there's another base hit. 2 errors, 6 runs allowed so far, and they've already got another runner at third with nobody out, as it looks like they're up in the work in the bullpen for Rojas.
Yeah, great swing there from Sam Ireland. Just two-strike swing, put the ball right back up the middle past Blocklander, and he was able to find himself with a nice single. Stahl froze on the line drive like a good base runner would and finds himself at third. So Grant McGill finds himself in a similar situation. Last time it was first and third. This time last time it was first and second. This time it's first and third, and McGill crushed that one to left field last time. So we'll see what he can do here, as the breaking ball is going to be up for ball 1. McGill to right field. That one's going to drop. Hoffman going to try and make a throw to third. And there's the throw to third. Not in time. And a great play by McGill there, and he's going to take advantage of that.
Well, the good news for Mountain Range is they were actually able to hold on to that throw on the base paths, but Stahl in there, or Ireland in there at third. They'll have a courtesy runner at second for McGill. And it is now 7-0 Mountain Vista.
So Sam Ireland's going to chug that one out from first to third and get in there before the tag, and McGill's going to make his way to second as Mountain Vista puts another one up on these Mustangs, and they can't seem to get anything going on either end of this baseball field, offensively or defensively.
And now we'll have the power part of the lineup in Aragon, Zackham, and Clay Burke.
Yeah, definitely not who you want to face if you're Brocklander with runners in scoring position, especially on second and third. Big swing from Aragon, and it's a miss. Good breaking ball pitch there from Brocklander.
And this game has just turned into batting practice for the Golden Eagles for what is to come this afternoon against the Eagles, who they definitely made easy work of yesterday, but it's going to be a completely different Heritage team this afternoon. Seeing some Eagle players slowly file into the stands.
Aragon with the high foul ball. It's going to sneak out of play, and he finds himself in a 1-2 count. Still no outs for this Mustang defense. They still got to find a way to put 3 outs on the board, and it's not going to be easy, as there's a foul tip from Aragon, mishandled by Simmons, so he's going to stay alive, and you know, the Mustangs going to try and do the best they can in damage control right now.
Definitely. Don't make the blow worse than it already is.
With a 7-0 deficit, I'm surprised they're not playing in right now, and with the attempts of making the play at home, as Aragon's going to sky this one. First baseman, number 7, Ryan Trinkus, going to call that one and make the play there. So 1 out for the Mustangs, or 1 out for the Mustangs on defense, as good pitch there from Blockman, as it's going to be John Zackham coming up to the plate. And there's strike 1 from Brocklander, right past Zackham. Good pitch there. Mountain Vista already with 9 hits on the board in 4 innings, so not doing too bad, averaging 2.5 hits an inning. And that one's going to come right back at Blocklander. He's going to mishandle it. Zackham's going to hustle, and he's going to make it to first. And that's going to be an error on the pitcher.
And that'll be their 3rd of the inning, and it cost them another run. It is 8-0 Golden Eagles, and at this point, it is just exciting to watch this team, the team that struggled early in this tournament, scoring runs, especially early on. You know, the first 3 innings of all of their first 4 games, very little numbers, and of course, through 3 1/3, 8 runs. Definitely the best day to put up your best offensive numbers.
And Clay Burke's going to rip one into right center field. That one is back. They're looking up, and it is gone. Clay Burke with a huge home run to right center field.
Wow. Of course, he came 5 feet short of a home run yesterday that turned into a 2-run double. He's able to rip that one today. As we are now looking at another 3-run home run. It is 11-0, folks, in the 4th inning. And the Golden Eagles looks like they are just a few short innings away from championship baseball, as they're going to make another mound visit.
Yeah, Blocklander just left that breaking ball way too high for a hitter like Clay Burke. He squared that one up very well. Hit it straight towards that scoreboard out in right center field. Probably a 370 fence out there, and he cleared it by a mile.
He was going for the interstate on that one. As for Clay Burke, that is going to be his 2nd home run of the season. Of course, his power numbers a little down this year, a little disappointing, but it seems like at the right time this weekend, he has found his stuff once again.
And we now look at the score. It's 11-0. What would you say the strategy is for this Mustang team now? I mean, you're down 11 runs. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more plate appearances, 4 more innings of work to hit.
Well, I'm guessing by the fact that they have not made the pitching change yet. They've been throwing Rojas almost all inning in the bullpen. The fact that they're keeping Brocklander out there, I think it means that they just want to have him keep his cool and try to limit the damage as much as possible. But, of course, when you have 2 errors in a single inning, you can't really do much, as there's been, terrible play defensively all around the diamond. And, at this point, if you're Mountain Range, you just got to pray that there's a possible comeback, but there's not a whole lot of time left to do it.
Yeah, Mountain Range is going to have to find the sticks of the season for their team, I think. They've got to find a way to score 11 runs in 4 innings, and from what we've seen, that just seems very far-fetched, as that one's going to be towards Hoffman. He's going to make the catch out in right field. But, yeah, they're just going to have to try and find a way to put some runs together. I mean, they got to find a way to put at least 11 on the board in 4 innings, and for them, that's going to be a tough task.
And, of course, you also have to give credit to pitcher Ben Cole. Of course, he's had a tremendous start on the mound, 3 innings of scoreless work. He's only give up 3 hits. And, you got to props to that kid, as he's had the offense to back him up. And, maybe if he keeps this going, we can still have our whole bullpen fresh for a possible championship game when we're still have our ace pitcher ready to go, Jack Liffrig, for championship game this afternoon.
Yeah, and how about the confidence from Coach Ron Quintana for the Golden Eagles to start Ben Cole in this do-or-die game with the championship on the line next game, and saving his ace for that game, having faith in his team that they're going to get him there. And, I think that just shows the confidence they have in Ben Cole, and he's got to pitch like he has that confidence, and he has so far, which has just been amazing to see.
I think a lot of people were surprised when Coach Q announced that Ben Cole would be starting the 2nd game on Tuesday against Pine Creek, when he had never had a varsity start before. Spent the entire season on the JV team as a sophomore, and able to come back up and absolutely dominate Pine Creek. An even better job here today against Mountain Range in a little bit more of a do-or-die situation now, coming down to the final stretch of the season. Absolute great job for everybody on this Golden Eagles team.
Yeah, you kind of expect to see, as Zach Hoff takes ball 4 there to get a walk, you kind of would expect to see him lean towards a senior in this moment, but he chose the sophomore, and the sophomore stepped up for sure.
Definitely a great job, and when you're able to put up 11 runs through 4 innings, you look at the scoreboard: 2 in the first, none in the second, 4 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. There's just smiles all around. Everybody's having a great time in that dugout. They're letting these last few innings fly, just get some early, I guess, extended BP at this point for what's to come. And wow, just a great job for this Golden Eagles team. I don't think many people expected them to come out this red hot the way they've started out ice cold at the beginning throughout this tournament.
And that's going to be a play at first. Safe off the bag. As it appears the first baseman, Ryan Trinkus, was off the bag as the shortstop, Domenko, made the throw across.
And Hoff was stealing on that play. He's able to make it all the way from first to third, and they are still going to keep that pitcher. So at this point, I think Mountain Range is just going to let these last few innings of their season fly by and look forward to 2019. They made it this far. You got to be happy about that, and you can only be willing to get better next year, and maybe we'll see the Mustangs on this stage once again.
As Drew Stahl takes ball one there. Yeah, you got to hope the Mustangs can get back here in the future for sure, maybe with a little stronger team, as Mountain Vista seems to be just dominating on both ends of the field. As that ball's going to get past Simmons, Zach Hoff is going to score, and Zach Paschke's going to move up to second base.
And there it is, 12-0 in the fourth inning. Mountain Vista was eliminated in the Final Four last season. They came back this year, won each of their first 21 games, started hitting the national spotlight, fell off a cliff against Arapahoe on Monday, and have come back strong all the way around. And when they've been saving their firepower in this tournament for today, I think there's no better day.
Yeah, and you just hope they can keep this going throughout the whole day. And they can come out next game and just keep pounding away, as it is now 12-0. There's going to be a single from Stahl. Zach Paschke's going to come home. The throw to the plate is going to be cut off, and Zach Paschke's going to make this game a 13-0 game.
And that's 7 now here in this fourth inning off of Brockfelder. And wow, great job offensively. And now we can just look forward and hope that maybe, just maybe, for the first time in history, Mountain Vista will bring home a state title in baseball.
Yeah, and I'm very excited for that game. That's going to be a pitcher's duel. Both team has their ace going that game. Both teams got the power in their sticks to make it a big scoring game. But, I'm just excited to see what happens. I think it's going to be a great game all around for both Heritage and Mountain Vista fans. It's going to be quite the spectacle. And, as a Mountain Vista broadcaster, I hope we come out on top. But nonetheless, both teams are going to work their butts off and deserve it.
And I hope, as a Heritage team, yesterday they were shut out. If you're Heritage, you want to be able to have a better job offensively, whether or not they were just holding the bats off. But Sam Ireland had a great start yesterday, and they have to realize that wasn't even our best pitcher, as they will finally get out of the inning. But, Jack Liffrig is going to do exactly what Sam Ireland's did yesterday, exactly what Ben Cole has done through these first 3 innings, and he is going to shut down the hitters as much as he possibly can. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, and we would like to remind you that there is a mercy rule for high school baseball. It will be 10 runs after 5 innings. So if Ben Cole is able to shut this Mustang offense down for 2 more innings, the game will be over, and they will be moving on. So Ben Cole's going to try and do just that, have a 5-inning complete game, and just keep his stuff going.
And, of course, wouldn't Mountain Vista love that? They had, of course, blowout regional games come to the state tournament. All the games have been close and low scoring. They finally put up the power, and maybe they don't have to play a full game and still have some energy on their side. Of course, the entire pitching staff would be ready to go. Liffrig and all of the bullpen, who they have not used at all so far this weekend through 10 innings of work. And, yeah, that's going to be a great job for Coach Q on the defensive side. Unfortunately for Heritage, they basically threw most of their bullpen pitchers yesterday in Johnny Holstaff mode, so they're going to expect their ace pitcher to go as far as he possibly can.
Yeah, with it being the last game, both teams are going to use as many players as they need to. I mean, there is no tomorrow, so it's do or die for today, and it'll be a great battle to see.
It's a Game 7 coming up.
Exactly.
That's going to be everybody on deck. I don't care who you are, how many varsity at-bats you've made, but everybody on deck, everybody needs to play their best baseball in just a couple hours. That game tentatively supposed to start at 12:30, depending on the time this one ends. That might be delayed a little bit so that both teams have an equal opportunity for pregame work.
And, you know, this Golden Eagles team, they put up a 4 spot in that 3rd inning, and I thought that was the best thing they've had all tournament. What are they going to do next? And they come out and put up a 7 in the top of the 4th and just one-up themselves again. So this Golden Eagles team, I don't think they know their own level and they know their max, and I think they just can keep getting better and better. And, you know, we hope to see the best out of both teams in this next game. And Ben Cole's going to try and shut this one down right here, as that one's going to be chopped to Zachem. Zachem's going to make the play and take it himself.
And, of course, you know, you can't expect them to put 7 innings or 7 runs in an inning up against Heritage's ace pitchers. Of course, both teams had to save their ace for a potential championship Game 7. But unfortunately for Mountain Range, their non-ace pitcher not as equivalent to the sophomore making his 2nd ever varsity start and being able to do this through so far 3 1/3 shutout innings.
Yeah, and Ben Cole doing a great job. He's thrown 33 pitches in almost 4 innings of complete work, and 23 of those pitches have been strikes, 10 of them have been balls. But even those 10 balls, he's gotten them to swing and put into play, and Ben Cole's just doing a great job right now.
This is like Sam Ireland yesterday, who threw 20 pitches in the first 3 innings of work. Let's just say it is a great day to be a Golden Eagle. Maybe not an Eagle because that's Heritage's mascot, but
definitely a golden one. As this is the 4-hole Ryan Trinkus, so Ben Cole's found himself getting towards the weaker part of the lineup, and Trinkus is going to ground this one to Stahl. Stahl's going to make the play at 2nd and make a strong throw to 1st. Good play there by 2nd baseman Drew Stahl.
And as big of a lead this game is, he's only allowed 3 hits, but Austin Mee had that big double that almost caused some early chaos.
Yeah, and this is Austin Mee. He's only had that one plate appearance where he drove it over Alessandro Aragon's head in left field. And he's going to try and get something going for his Mustang team, as he's going to take strike 1. Yeah, Mee with one of those 3 hits for the Mustang team. Definitely the biggest for sure, and he's going to try and keep it going, as breaking ball is going to be just low for ball 1, and Ben Cole's going to keep working at him. The wind has started to pick up a little bit here as this game's gone on, as Mee's going to swing and miss on that one, but the wind is blowing out, so that is going to help the hitters, as they're going to try and, as they want to hit those balls deep, and especially if you're the Golden Eagles, they love hitting the ball deep and hitting it hard and like hitting it out of the park. So
not only is it going to help them hit it out of the park, but on this hot day, I'm sure all the players would love to have a nice breeze to cool down in this afternoon game.
Yeah, for sure. But you couldn't ask for a more gorgeous day for baseball, especially for a championship day.
Oh, yeah. Fans are out, all excited to see what could be, as Ben Cole, 4 shutout innings of work so far. Only needs 3 more outs to pull this one out, as, of course, the mercy rule in 5A.
Yeah, Ben Cole with 5 strikeouts in those 4 innings, so great job by him so far.
I don't think there's any way he doesn't make the varsity roster next year with the 2 starts that he's had, not just against Pine Creek, but be able to come out in a much higher pressure situation and have a much better performance. Everybody should be patting themselves on the back with this one.
Yeah, and all smiles on the Golden Eagles bench right now. They're excited to keep this thing going, as it will be. There will be some subs coming in, as it looks like. Hitting for Alessandro Aragon is going to be number 7, the senior Will Mitchell. So Coach Quintana going to give his seniors some chances to get some plate appearances in this game. Yeah,
of course, their last day in high school baseball. Some will be moving on to the college level. Some, this might be their last time stepping up to a plate. But we can expect an interesting inning, and of course, we can't wait to see all of you fans tuning in for what is going to be a spectacular matchup between the Eagles and the Golden Eagles with a 5A state title on the line.
And there is a new pitcher for the Mustangs. It is not Rojas, who we expected. It's number 25, Sean Hagan, as he is going to come in and try and do some work on this Golden Eagles offense, but the damage has been done. 13 runs.
O'Hagan is, of course, this is the kind of guy where if Brocklander wasn't the guy to take out of the park, it's definitely this guy who had 10 innings pitched in 7 appearances all year and has a 5.6 ERA, so I think it's time we make it a little more than 13 maybe, just just for fun.
The numbers speak for themselves is what you're saying, huh, Bryce?
Yeah, definitely.
As the catcher Grant McGill is going to step into the box, as he's going to try and extend the lead for the Golden Eagles and get himself on base. McGill had that huge 3-run home run to left field in that top of the 3rd inning to give the Mountain Vista Eagles a 5-0 lead. Of course, since then they've scored 8 runs and made it 13-0, as he's going to make a big swing and miss that one. Is good pitch from Hagan right there.
And just think about this. Last year they didn't even make it this far. They come into the season and expected to do big things, but none bigger than the 21-0 start. 1 loss the entire season. Top 20 in the country, according to multiple expert sources that follow all high school baseball throughout the country. As this team. And, of course, the question is going to be, how do they follow it up next year? Of course, they've got a lot of great youth in their JV and sophomore rosters. It's going to be a fun time to be a Golden Eagle these next few years if you're a baseball fan.
And there is going to be a pinch hitter here for Alessandro Aragon. It's going to be number 7, Will Mitchell, the senior. He has not had many plate appearances, and he's going to take one inside for ball 2. And, this is what Quintana likes to do. He likes to put in his seniors, especially when his team's up a lot, and give them some playing time.
Especially in this last inning of the second-to-last game, as that is fair ball.
That's a fair ball down the line. Will Mitchell's going to dig for 2. Mitchell looking up. He's going to have a stand-up double down the 3rd baseline. Great job by Will Mitchell there, as he's going to get himself his 2nd varsity hit.
Yeah, definitely a great job there, and just his 10th ever appearance in a varsity game this season. Able to come up in a pinch hit situation and hit that double, and I think it just, it bounced off the fielder, and another example of how this defense has not been playing good at all for the Mustang team. And, of course, it's unfortunate for the Mustangs that in this high of a situation they fall off this high of a cliff. But, it's been a great day for Mountain Vista. And now they'll have John Zackham up, Clay Burke on deck. We'll see what goes on here.
Yeah, John Zackham's got a big stick. He can hit the ball far when he makes good contact, and he's going to take ball 2 up and in. Mountain Vista doesn't look done. They look like they're going to try and keep getting some more runs, and they do have a 3-run insurance for Ben Cole if they want to get out of here with that mercy rule, and that one's going to be up and inside again. 3-0 count now for John Zackham, and if you're Ben Cole, you just got to stay cool, stay relaxed, and know your defense is right behind you.
I don't know how you don't stay cool if you've got a 13-0 lead, but it's kind of like Jimmy Johnson once had that mentality, just keep putting points up the entire way. That's what Coach Q's trying to do right now, try to give this team as much confidence as possible going into what will be the last game of the season regardless of result, as it'll be a walk for John Zackham. And now Clay Burke can hit another home run.
Yeah, Clay Burke with that moonshot to right center field. Big hit, 3-run home run in that 7-run inning, and we'll see what he can do here as he's got runners in scoring position yet again. He's going to take strike 1 on that inside corner. The 0-1 to Burke. Low and away, ball 1. Good breaking ball pitch from Hagen as that one's going to go over the plate for strike 2. That's a great breaking ball as Burke was buckled up there and had no intentions of hitting that one. The 1-2. Swing and fouled off. Clay Burke just able to get a piece of that one. Just keep alive down there on the box.
And it looks like they've got more work in the Mountain Range bullpen, but at this point, that's probably going to be for next inning if Mountain Range can put up 4 runs in the bottom part of the 5th. But the way Ben Cole's been pitching, he's just 3 outs away from maybe the best start of his life.
Yeah, Ben Cole's just been pitching outstanding so far in this game. And Clay Burke going to swing on one at his head, and that's going to be a strikeout. But Clay Burke just coming in at the right moments. And, man, he's just dominated this Mountain Range team.
Definite domination all the way through, and all the way from the 1 spot in Zach Paschke to the number 9 spot in Zach Hoff. Nobody has been quiet.
As Cooper Jameson is going to take ball 1 as he had that big double down the left field line in that first 2-run inning. Oh, he's going to take a beanball into the back as he just stood in there and let that one hit him. Great job by Jameson thinking of the team there.
And it looks like you're just going to jog down, shake it off. Doesn't hurt that bad. And now we got a bases loaded opportunity for Zach Hoff with 2 out. Make it a little more difficult for Mountain Range to keep this game going to the 6th.
Zach Hoff has 2 walks in this game already, so wouldn't be surprised if he had another one here. There are 2 outs, so he's going to take ball 1. The 1-0 to Hoff. It's going to be a ball again. 2 balls to Zach Hoff now, and Hagen needs to get his pitches under control and start putting them back over the plate.
I'm looking over on the first base side of the stands, and it looks like no Mountain Range fans have gone home yet. Still going to support their team all the way through, the highs and the lows. That's the kind of fan base you want to have.
Yeah, for sure, and that's going to be fouled off by Zach Hoff. 2-2 count now.
And you can definitely expect that none of the Mountain Vista fans have gone home yet. They're going to be staying all day long.
Yeah, and just keep in mind this Mountain Range team is going to be 3rd place if they lose this game. 3rd place in a 5A state with Heritage, Arapahoe, Mountain Vista, Rocky Mountain. That's a
Cherry Creek.
That's a stacked lineup that they have asserted themselves into, and they've played well.
Definitely, and of course, you know, you come from the shadows of and able to escape here, and it looks like another run will score.
Yeah, as Zach Hoff takes the walk there, and Will Mitchell gonna score for the Golden Eagles, making it 14-0, making this Mountain Range a little harder. They have to score 5 now if they want to keep in this game, and Zach Paschke gonna come up and try and do even more damage to this team.
Definitely, of course, a great day for Mountain Vista offensively, and of course, I'm not sure what much more there is to say. I mean, the scoreboard says it for you. You've seen this team perform, and that'll get Mountain Range out of the inning, and we'll see if Ben Cole, the Cinderella feel-good story, coming up to the mound, can throw 3 more outs to send Mountain Vista to a Game 7-like championship baseball.
And Ben Cole's going to come back out, try and get 3 more outs, as it'll be the 6, 7, 8 holes for this Mustang team. It'll be the 3rd baseman, the catcher, and then the leadoff, or it'll be Mike Paulson. No, it won't be Paulson. It'll be the pitcher who they might sub out for, because Paulson's going to be that leadoff hole. So
yeah, right now it looks like they're going to have
Couture come up to plate first, the 3rd baseman. And then O'Hagan's going to be in that 3rd spot this inning, trying to keep the things going for Golden Eagles, as McGill tosses the ball down to second base, and these Golden Eagles are ready to go for this last inning of work, hopefully. Mountain Range, they want to keep alive. They do need to score 5 to avoid that mercy rule of 10 runs after 5 innings. It is 14-0, and Mountain Range is trying to get something to show for their showing here, and it wasn't their best game. It wasn't nearly close to their best game, but they're going to try and get some runs on the board. Third baseman Brandon Couture coming up to the plate now as Cole stares him down. The 0-0. Hit into left field. That one's going to drop in front of what would appear to be Trevor Price out there in left field. And that's a base hit there for Brandon Couture as he gets his team going. Catcher now, number 8, Jacob Simmons, coming up to the plate. He's going to try and keep things going. He has grounded into a double play already in this game, so that was actually in his first at-bat. So this is only his second at-bat in 5 innings. Just shows you the domination of Cole so far.
And now there's a potential for another double play as Paschke and Stahl playing at that double play depth. Early 0-2 count now for Ben Cole.
Yeah, big swing and a miss from Simmons there. He was looking to crush a fastball and was disappointed to see Ben Cole had a breaking ball coming towards his way. The 0-2. And fouled over the third base dugout. So staying alive is Jacob Simmons. He's going to try and keep this inning going for his Mustang team. The 0-2. Hit out of play again. Jacob Simmons stays alive. And that one's going to be in the dirt. 1-2 now to Simmons. Good discipline hit from Simmons there as he's swung at 4 pitches and finally took a good pitch in the dirt. The 1-2 swing and foul off. Staying alive is Jacob Simmons. He's doing a good job of it.
But you can see the composure of Ben Cole on the mound. He's just throwing his stuff on the mound that he wants to throw and has made easy work of this Mountain Range team and almost got a pick off there at first.
Yeah, McGill with the quick check back to Zachem, trying to get the third baseman Couture over there, but not quite quick enough. And the 2-2 fouled off. I feel like I've said that one a couple times now. As Jacob Simmons has now had 9 pitches in this at-bat. He's faced 9 pitches from Ben Cole, which Ben Cole has had in 9 pitches and fewer in multiple innings so far. So Simmons making Ben Cole work a little bit for him, but Cole looks to be up for the job. Then the 2-2 low. Good job by Jacob Simmons taking that one as he's now reached a full count. It's been a great AB for Jacob Simmons. The full count. In the dirt, swung and missed. Oh, it looks like he fouled that one. He fouled it off. So Jacob Simmons staying alive. Oh, he did not foul it. I had it right the first time. Swing and a miss from Jacob Simmons. And he is going to be called out there.
2 more outs. Ben Cole. The story we all love to hear. A kid making his second ever start on the varsity roster. Great job.
A big pop-up into the Bermuda Triangle, and it falls. And Brandon Brooks with his first fly ball, or with his first base hit in this game, and he's got first and second now for these Mustangs.
Well, maybe it won't be a shutout as Mountain Range trying to put up a fight late in this one, but with Ben Cole's excellent day today, they will still have Jack Liffrig, their ace pitcher, starting later today. They will still have Engelhard in the bullpen. They'll still have Ebel. They'll still have Sheeran. They'll still have Johnson. They'll still have the younger McGill, Evan McGill. If needed, they have everybody they want fresh and ready to go for an all-hands-on-deck Game 7 feel in a little under an hour.
As this is the center fielder, DeMarquez Ortega. He's made some great plays out there in center field so far for this Mustang team. Just no runs to show for it, so he's going to try and keep things going. And there's a 9-hole. He fouls that one straight back towards us. And he's going to be down 0-1. The 0-1 to Ortega. Fouled off again. Almost identical to where it was last time, so
0-2 count. Here we go, Cole.
Yeah, Ben Cole just needs to put this one over the plate, make Ortega swing at it, maybe even put it in play, and trust his defense behind him.
Someone's going to have to fill in for Liffrig next year. This guy might be the dude to do it.
And Ben Cole could be the man to fill those shoes. Sam Ireland for sure will be one of those guys to fill the shoes because he is just a junior, but Ben Cole definitely is an up and rising star as the 0-2's coming. Ortega with a big swing to left field. Aragon going back, dives, misses it. Rounding third is Couture. And Brooks is standing up on third, and Ortega, the 9-hole, with a double into left field.
And now I'm guessing they probably want to have a mound visit here for Mountain Vista, and it looks like they will have one just to calm him down. As it looks like Mountain Range will put up a late fight. They'll knock off one of the 14 runs they're down, but you got to take a deep breath here if you're Ben Cole. You only need 2 more outs.
Yeah, and he does face the heavy part of this lineup in the top 3 spots being Paulson. And so if you're Ben Cole, you just got to attack these guys like you have the whole game. A home run here does not lose you this game by any means. And they still have a run to give if the home run is given up here. So Ben Cole still needs to attack these guys, and I think that's what the pitching coach, Coach Pav, told Ben Cole there, was just keep attacking, trust your defense, trust your stuff, and we'll see what Ben Cole can do against Mike Paulson, who started off pitching but was unable to complete the game. Ball 1.
Paulson, of course, entered this game hitting .365, the best hitter on this Mountain Range lineup. Now you got to really come in full throttle if you're Ben Cole.
And Paulson down the line. That's fair. Here comes 1 run. Ortega around in third. He's going to score, and Paulson's going to have himself a double. And the Mustangs have put some runs on the board now for 13-3.
And it looks like they're going to walk someone down to the bullpen. It looks like they're going to start throwing Sheeran.
And
2 more runs, and we will be playing a 6th inning.
And so now's when Ben Cole needs to just keep attacking. He does have an 11-run lead, so there's definitely no time to worry for sure. Not the time to worry. And this is Domenko, the 2-hole. He's going to take ball 1 down low, and he's got another man in scoring position. Domenko's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts today, so he needs to get his stick going if he wants to keep his team in this game. And there's a base hit to left field. Paulson's going to round third. Oh, Paulson's going to be held up as the throw into Paschke's going to be cut off. And, Paulson just didn't get quite the great jump there to get around and score. But nonetheless, it's another base hit.
And it looks like Mountain Range, who entered this inning with just 3 hits, has put up 5 and scored 3. As it looks like the nerves are starting to kick in for Ben Cole.
Yeah, we saw this from Ben Cole in that Pine Creek game. He did give up 3 in an inning. And there's another base hit from Justin Hoffman as Paulson's going to score and make this a 14-4 game.
And 1 more run, and we will be playing another inning, as it looks like they're going to start really getting Sheeran ready here. They do not want to blow this big lead.
Yeah, runners on first and second now for the Mustangs, as it will be Ryan Trinkus, and he does have a history of hitting the ball hard and getting doubles for his team. That's why he's in the cleanup spot. And here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball, fouled off. And it almost appears these Mustangs have gotten a little bit of life in this inning.
Definitely, and I think Mountain Vista just got a little bit too comfortable giving up 4 this inning, as there's a nice pitch there from Cole. Early 0-2 count.
Yep, Trinkus now in 0-2. Ben Cole's in control now. He's gotten through those difficult 1-2-3 hitters, and now he's towards the easier part of the lineup. Good pitch just outside for ball 1.
Of course, Stahl and Paschke looking for a possible double play here.
The pitch to Trinkus. Ground ball up the middle. Ben Cole's going to try and turn 2 to Paschke. Over to Zachem. Not in time. Head first dive there by Trinkus into first base, and he's there in time. So another out recorded for the Golden Eagles. They're 1 out away from ending this game.
Here we go.
But the run to destroy that mercy rule is standing on third base, as it'll be Austin Mee who had the huge double into left field. As expected, Trinkus was a little slow to get up after that dive into first base. It's never comfortable going full out all speed and diving into first base.
No, but that was a clutch play for Mountain Range. But if you're Ben Cole, you've got the most powerful hitter in this Mountain Range lineup, but you only need 1 more out. A ground ball will do it. Stahl and Paschke looking to turn that easy play at second. And they're going to get the out there.
And Mountain Vista is going to end this game on a mercy rule.
What a play. Great job there by the third baseman. And we will be playing championship baseball later today, folks, against the Heritage Eagles. Looking for the first state title for baseball in Mountain Vista history. As it was a rough day for Mountain Range, it was a great game for Mountain Vista, but they got to turn right around and play their best baseball they have ever played right here. Heritage is going to file into that first base dugout, and we will see you shortly.
Yeah, we'll see you in about most likely 45, 50 minutes for that Heritage game, as they're in the powder blue jerseys today. As they want to, we have a championship game today for the 5A state title. Mountain Vista Golden Eagles facing the Heritage Eagles, coming up in about an hour.